Yeah, well, I was fortunate enough to be the captain in 1990, which we lost to Swan Districts, and so it was a very proud moment, actually. I describe it as proud.
Look, I was thrilled to be vice captain in what was a very successful year. Coming into 91, the previous 4 years we'd been in every grand final. We'd won 2, we'd lost 2, so there was a bit of pressure on us in 91. More for the fact that we'd won 17 in a row, and of that 17, the last 10 was by more than 10 goals. So there was a bit of pressure that, hope the Claremont doesn't choke in the grand final. So, we're relieved and very pleased, obviously, to come away with the flag. During the 91 season, there was a change in game style where Gerard was very much about protecting the ball carrier, so it was less about hanging off and receiving the footy. It was more about stepping in and making space for your teammate, which meant blocking or shepherding a lot more. So it was on the actual game day, it was more just reiterating that message. That style had got us through a very successful season, and it played out again on grand final day. We adopted the same style on the second semi and beat Subi by 11 goals, and on grand final day we did the same and beat them by 13 goals.
The intensity around the oval was fantastic. I certainly remember that. I just had this memory of feeling super calm and confident about where we were at, and it just seemed to be around us. And I think that was just a wonderful indictment of Gerard Neesham and the way in which he had developed us as a team. Because we were so far in front, really by half time the game was pretty much done, and we just had to not let it get away from us.
I think we had a reasonable sense by halfway through the third quarter that we were pretty safe. Having said that, you never take it for granted, but one thing that did stick in my mind was John Hutton, who was on 89 goals at the end of the home and away season. He kicked 6 in the second semi, and he kicked 5 in the grand final to get him to 100. So I think it was in the third quarter that he kicked his 100th goal, which was obviously a massive celebration, and just very fortunate to play in that era where we had that success. Huts with his 100th, this is going to be a good day of celebrating.
You sort of, when you're in the moment, you don't really think about that stuff much. It's more in the twilight where people remember or say things to you. 4-time Premiership player is a great thing, and to be a captain of a Premiership they're rare things. They don't happen. They don't come around. You work very hard to participate in a final and actually win one. To participate in 6 and then win 4 was really quite remarkable.
Give it away. It's hard to get off him too. I think so. They've been the trendsetters of West Australian football, and they deserve to carry that flag around Subiaco Oval today.